Welcome back to LatiNation. We are here with members of Voto Latino. We're trying to get the word out about getting the vote out. And I'm politically involved in the sense that I read the news every day. I've worked with Voto Latino before, so I know what's going on. It's easier for me to get around some of the confusion of voting and the registration, all that stuff. But a lot of my friends and family, they don't. They always ask questions. I mean, I know that no question is a stupid question, but I hear a lot of stupid questions. We got a couple questions that are not stupid. They're pretty smart from some of our emailers, and we have George in Los Angeles. He asked a very general question. He's asking, what is it going to take to get my friends and family to vote?
It actually takes him. He should start the dialogue. If he's starting that dialogue, they're more receptive to actually hearing him out, listening to what he has to say. It literally takes, for example, me registering my family, my friends, in order for them to actually move. Same thing with George. It'll take him in order for his friend to actually move forward and actually register.
That's an awesome answer. You're clearly trained in grassroots activism because everybody who's done any kind of grassroots campaign knows that word of mouth, your friends, your family, those are the people that are really going to influence you to get out there.
Now, the second question comes from Leslie in Miami. She's a little bit more cynical. She says, just because we get out and vote, does it really mean that we're going to be able to change the country? Because I don't really see a lot of change from the last election when me and everyone I knew voted.
Yeah, I think people, Latinos, need to understand how much power we actually have. We're the growing majority, and we need to represent, because our community has been under attack, so it's up to us to demand change. Who else is going to demand it but us? So we have to go out there, because if they actually knew the power of number that we have enough numbers to shift the politics of this country in our favor. But we need to get out and vote. Every vote is going to count, and we need everyone to go out and vote. There's 600,000 Latinos turning 18 every year in the U.S. If everyone got out and vote, we could change politics in our favor.
And that's why I think sometimes there's a movement in this country, regardless of party or race or whatever, to maybe keep Latinos as undocumented and keep it difficult for them to become citizens, because when they become citizens, they get a vote. And we're growing in number, and we could be seeing, one thing that I did see is that during the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention, both of them had Latino keynote speakers. The Republican Convention had a fellow Cuban who I appreciate his speech. I didn't necessarily appreciate some of the other things. And then, of course, the Democratic National Convention had Julian Castro, and both of them kind of had the same speech. They both had the same speech saying that my parents worked very hard doing a menial job that some people might not want to do so that I can be standing up here talking to you. They both had the same message. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's very important for Latinos to come out, and I think everyone's starting to take notice of how much power we really have. That's why they're trying to silence us with voter ID laws. If we wouldn't have that much impact, if we didn't have that much power in our hands, I don't think they'll be chasing after a Latino vote.
Right.
But if you noticed, everyone wants a Latino vote. It's because we do have power.
I see you getting impassioned. I like that. I like that.
Fire's coming out. All right, and that kind of leads into my next question, which is, I've done a lot of grassroots activism myself. I helped with voter registration drives back in 2008, and I know how much time, dedication, and just pure raw passion it takes to be able to do something like that. So I want to ask both of you, is there maybe a personal story or maybe a particular issue that has sort of inspired you to pursue this cause?
Yeah, so I have the one-to-one with a lot of the college students and the high school seniors. And mainly what it was is being raised, again, matching the speeches, being raised by a single mother. So being raised by a single mother, having to deal with those trials and tribulations, helped me make sure that I didn't want to let anybody else go through that same pain, go through that same suffering. And so that's basically what started. And in high school, started off student government, doing all that good stuff. And then it continued. So as soon as I turned 18, I did neighborhood council, which is like a little community group, elected at 17. So it started from there. And that's how it starts with a lot of our folks, especially a lot of our volunteers that are in college right now. They're starting in college and they're getting that mindset, hey, I want to make a difference. And that's what it's going to take. Again, it's the word of mouth of, hey, I'm informed, I want to get you informed. And I want to make sure that you're knowledgeable of everything that's going on.
Absolutely. I think that's a wise response. Let people make up their own minds,